thing. The first lesson I got is I need to take good care of myself, to be aware of what's triggering me and tell myself, no, I shall not indulge in this conversation because Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're well and taking care of yourself. Welcome to this space where we live, love and laugh. I hope mko fiti. Thank you so much for my feedback on part 1 of this conversation. It was on therapy. Sikumaliza kushoot, niliachia hapo nikasema tamaliza siku nyingine. So here I am. Okay. So first of all, it's been interesting, just to have people inbox me and just speak to me and tell me, my God, I really relate to your story. I relate to what you're saying. This happens to me too. And it's young people. So we'll just pick up from where we left. Thank you also for everyone who has subscribed. Let me also just say that. Thank you for everyone sincerely who has subscribed and has told someone else. I see in the comments say, oh, I'm somebody's cousin, this is really great. Asante, I truly appreciate to let you grow and to support each other. Alright. Also, I'm looking for one person. I'm not looking for one person who would like to take part in the #GodDidIt series, so that we can get that started. One person. So if you're interested, please reach out to me. You can leave a comment or you can DM me on Instagram. And let's get to interact and make this happen and give hope and light. Sawa? I'm sure you realize most of my sawa and alright sana. It's just that thing that is just on my tongue. Anyway, so I went for therapy. I went for therapy and it was the best thing that happened to my life. So this lady was very amazing, loving, caring, supportive, took everything that I had to give, every negativity. I knew I could be comfortable and open and just talk to her about everything. And it was beautiful, just to really say those things that you want to say, just to say them, to say what's hurting you and to try to find reason behind everything that's happening to you. It was just a really good feeling to just express and release my emotions. So one of the things that happened in therapy that I got to learn from there is how to journal. And I want to do a video on journaling because it was just the most beautiful experience. She used to give me assignments to do. So one of the assignments was to write every single day of the week until the next time that we meet, everything that I'm feeling, everything that's going on, just to express myself without restrictions on a notebook. And that's why I love notebooks. To express myself, without restrictions. Everything that I'm feeling, everything that's going in my mind, everything that I feel is just too much for me to just write it down. Anything that triggers me and makes me feel sad or anxious, all those things. So we do that. I do that throughout the week, and then when we meet, she goes through it and she understands now better, or so she's able to see how my week has been, which was really good. And one of the things that I learned, that when you go for therapy, please be honest. You're there to seek help, so please be honest. It's like going to a doctor and then lying about a symptom just because you're ashamed of it. How is the doctor supposed to treat you? How are you supposed to get help? So I was very open And please, when you do go for therapy, when you decide to seek help, be honest, because you want to be good, you want to be okay again. Yeah, so I was very honest about everything that I was feeling, and we talk about it, Mimi, and yada yada yada, everything. Yeah, so I want to give you the lessons that I learned during therapy. So that's what the practice is going to be about, and I pray that it shall encourage you to also seek help, encourage you to also want to be better and to take care of yourself. Alright, so that's just the first thing. The first lesson that I got is I need to take good care of myself, to be aware of what's triggering me and tell myself, no, I shall not indulge in this conversation because it is not good for my heart, it is not good for my emotions, it is not good for me psychologically, it will hurt me. So to be intentionally aware of things that are causing you trouble or ache or anything that's going to destroy you or steal away your joy. I am to date very intentional about spaces that I keep myself in. If I feel this place is not going to do me any good, I step away, because I know it's important for me to intentionally take care of myself in whatever form that may be. Eating healthy, exercise. I won't lie that I'm a very good. I eat healthy or exercise, but just it depends on what you need to do for yourself. For me, it's people and spaces that I'm in, but also exercising and eating healthy is important. Please exercise. I am. The other thing that I learned in therapy is that my happiness is not dependent on anyone but myself. I have talked about this in another video, but yeah, just basically I don't need to rely on anyone to make me happy. Happiness is memories, it's joy, it's things that happiness is everywhere. To some even the last video, it's for you to be able to be aware and intentional to see it. So happiness is because of memories or things that are happening, but joy, real joy, is from within, and it comes from that peace that surpasses all understanding. Who gives you that peace? You know the answer. It's Jesus. The other thing that I learned is that as long as I have God, I have everything I need. That time taught me that in the most difficult way, but yes, as long as I have God, I have everything I need. Everything I need. Another lesson was that, just tied to this previous lesson, is that the fact that God didn't kilala tuliamka the next day is hope. Is hope. And that's why I keep telling people it's going to be okay. As long as you're sleeping and unaamka, that means God still has a plan for you. He still is very intentional about what he wants to do in your life. And even though this season seems like hell and it's difficult and whatever you're going through just seems like mazee haitaisha, as long as you're sleeping and waking up, God is still in control. He is still working all things for your good. I think that's the thing that I learned from that experience, because I used to sleep and tell God to siamke, but bado tutaamka, and I'm just like, but I came to understand that okay, probably there's a lesson in this. The fact that I'm sleeping and waking up means God is not done with me. There is still purpose in me that I need to fulfill. There is hope. There is hope. That's why when did I tell you this? I told you this, that hope never disappoints, and don't you dare ever lose. If you lose hope, don't lose hope. Please, don't lose hope. Things might be crazy, but don't lose hope. Don't you ever lose hope. Hope never disappoints. Yeah. The other lesson that I learned that was very crucial during therapy was self-worth. Not self-awareness, self-worth. self-worth. Is there a difference between self-awareness and self-worth? There is. In case it wasn't clear. Yeah, so I learned self-worth. I learned to value who I am, to love who I am, and to know that I have value, to know that I have value. Let me just finish there and then say, I don't say more than I need to say. Yeah, self-worth. Actually, you see, I was telling you that I went there with this issue saying, this is the problem, this is what needs fixing, this is what is all wrong and making me all sad. This is what needs help. And then I get there and we talk about so many things. We go. Oh, what happened in this year? What happened in this year when you were this young? Where is your self-worth, young lady? Anyway, yeah. What else did I learn? Last lesson, is to breathe in and breathe out. To just breathe. To breathe. Most times when I'm anxious about anything, even just like, okay, I can't see, but anyway, even sometimes when I'm anxious about even the littlest things, I just, just that breath in, breath out. There's something about deep breaths that I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what it is. But I don't know what it is, but yeah, just that. We got this. So yeah, those are the lessons that I feel I can share, and I'm very grateful, and I pray that I'm grateful that I was able to experience all that. I'm grateful I was able to get these lessons. I'm grateful that I went for therapy, and once in a while when I feel I can't, I call her. I call her just to have a conversation about anything, and it's a good thing. Please don't be afraid of seeking help. It's the same way, like if you're sick, you go to hospital. So if you're not well emotionally, psychologically, please go seek help. It's going to be okay. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You will be out here preaching the choir, telling people what you need to go for therapy. You'll be seeing people out here having bursts and having meltdowns, and you're thinking, if you just talked to someone about this, a professional, you'd be at a better place. Another thing that I was thinking is that a lot of us need therapy. A lot of us are in broken marriages, that just need, because let me tell you, the thing about therapy is that there's individual therapy where you go by yourself. There's couples therapy where you can go with your person, your boyfriend or your spouse or your life partner. There is family therapy, because sometimes I think that happen to a family, like the loss of a sibling, the loss of a parent, and you guys need to just come together and deal with that thing together. You get? So there is, like, therapy is there for everyone, and no matter the case, like, let's not deal with things alone. Let's not try to figure things out and then it's too late to recover. Okay, now it's too late to recover, and then okay, not that it's too late to recover, but that, like, there are things you'd have avoided doing, because instinctively inside us we're thinking we need to get better, so we're going to try everything to try get better, and you might end up in being an alcoholic. It's not because you wanted to, but it's just you're trying to numb the pain away until you have done more than you need to do. Whatever the case, is your marriage in trouble? Please seek help. Individually, as a couple, go for therapy. Have you lost a child? I can't even imagine how insanely devastating that can be. Seek help. I don't know, like, the loss of a loved one can tear you down, really. Seek help. Don't go through this emotions and turmoil by yourself, you know? Do you have anxiety? Do you have, like, is going to school even so hard? Is answering even questions in class extremely tough? It's those things. Just know yourself and know that you need help and seek help for yourself. God loves you so much and wants you to be better, and that's why these people have learned these things. That's why these people have gone to school and are experts and know what they're doing. And there are so many places where you can seek help, so don't be afraid. Just Google, you will find. I will leave numbers of 2 amazing women that I know that can take good care of you in the description box if it's something that you'd want to look into. And yeah, let's take care of ourselves. And if you go to a psychiatrist or psychologist, and they give you medicine, don't be afraid to take that medicine. If you have antibiotics which will okay, I don't know, I rarely get sick and so sometimes I don't even know medicines. But don't have cetirizine due to allergies na homa. But anyway, if you go to a hospital and they give you antibiotics, you take them. The same way, if you go to a psychiatrist and they give you medicine, take it faithfully. Don't be ashamed to take care of yourself. Alright? I think that's the end of part 2. I hope this conversation was helpful in some way. What have you learned by watching these videos? I think one of the things that I've realized from the feedback that I've been getting from my friends and from people who have just been like, I did not realize all these things were happening to you, was that a lot of us wear masks. Myself being one of them in the last year. A lot of us wear masks. So on the outside, I'm fine. But on the inside, things are not okay. So seek help for yourself, take care of yourself, love yourself, and don't be afraid to take care of your mental health. It's important. Alright? I love you. Take care. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like, share, comment, share on your WhatsApp, share on your Instagram, as in let other people also get to be part of these conversations and learn just like you. Sawa, na tu group pamoja. Alright? I love you. Take care of yourself.